Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Trinity and today I'm giving you guys another story.
Even better than I was the last time, baby.
We back.
Alright you guys, so school is coming up, okay? Actually, let me know below when you go back to school. I want to know the exact date because I am trying my best to get this back to school giveaway situation figured out. Honestly, it may be a little bit past some of the date when you guys go back to school, but I mean, why not? You know what I'm saying? It's okay to have 2 book bags. It's okay to have 2 pencils. My stuff is gonna probably be better than your mama's stuff, so you should still look forward to this giveaway. Also, as I said before, I think in my last video, I'm gonna be doing a hair giveaway. I'm gonna try to get a hair giveaway going on. It's gonna be from the company West Kiss Hair. That's what I'm gonna try to do. But any hair giveaway that I'm gonna be doing, it's definitely gonna be from West Kiss Hair. That's the hair I have in right now. As stated in my last video, all of the hair details are gonna be below on this hair. People do ask me about my hair. People do want to know the details about this hair, and I do also do hair reviews for those of you that don't know. This hair is the body wave hair from West Kiss Hair, and I didn't want anything that was kind of like basic. I didn't want to do like a middle part, a side part. I didn't want to do that. I wanted bangs, and I definitely wasn't about to cut my own hair. What? So what better way to experiment than to actually cut hair extensions? So that's the look that I was going for. I think I did a pretty good job. For this look, I was going for something that was kind of messy, kind of. I mean, that's probably not the best word to use, but I was going for something that had layers, something that had just, I don't like uniformed hair. I mean, I do like the whole middle part slick back looks, but I don't like uniformed hair. Like, I don't like perfect hair. So that's the look I was going for. So if it doesn't look perfect, that's what I was going for. I will say this hair is still holding up pretty well for those of you that want to know. Of course, check the link below for the direct link to this hair, and also check out their Instagram page. This isn't like the final review or anything. I'm still gonna try it out, but so far so good. As I stated in the last video, the shedding is a little bit irritating, but that's it. So on with this story. Since school is approaching, I had to tell you guys a story, okay? For me, school was really fun, but not because I was learning or anything like that. School was actually fun for me because I just did some crazy stuff. So I was in school and randomly they decided to assign us uniforms. This was a huge shocker and I wasn't happy about this because I was going to the school already and all of a sudden they want to give us uniforms. I don't even get the point of uniforms. I get that, you know, it kind of stops bullying and people picking on each other, but honestly, they're gonna still pick on people. I'm just keeping it real. People still got picked on. Even after having uniforms, it happens, but I wasn't happy with it just because I don't like wearing uniforms. And I was already doing a little bit of school shopping already, like beforehand. So the fact that they dropped this big old bomb really did like rub me the wrong way. So of course I told my parents, I let them know, hey, there's gonna be some changes being made. And of course I had all summer to get uniforms and I waited till the last minute. Actually, the night before school is when I actually picked up a uniform for school. Like, we just had certain type of colors that we had to wear. So the colors were navy, gray, white, and baby blue, which is retarded because that wasn't even our color, but thanks for being lenient for adding in another color. And I think black, and we can wear like khakis. So those were the colors. We just had to make sure, you know, it was a button up. We had to wear a belt. All the shorts had to be, I think, like your middle finger length when you put your hands down your side and do it that way. I always followed that rule. Okay, I wasn't them girls that had them little booty shorts. Never me. I wasn't about that life. But yeah, we had uniforms and that's what it was. Now, this whole uniform thing, you would think that it was going to go smoothly for me. Nope, it didn't go smooth at all. See, like I said, I went shopping for polos the night before. And the only thing that was left was a small and extra small. So the only options I had was to pick a small or extra small. Of course, I went with the small. Usually I get a medium in shirts. Actually, at the moment, I could have went for a small, but I did have breasts. I do have breasts. Now, my breast isn't huge. I'm not huge. I have uniquely shaped breasts. But that doesn't matter. That was pointless. So I grabbed the small polos and I was like, okay, well, I'm good. I'm at least set for the first few days of school. Now, fast forwarding to just the school year, because this didn't happen on the first day of school. I was just, you know, getting by, doing the whole uniform thing. And then it was this one day I was in French class. I really wish I knew my French teacher's name. He has such a different name. I want to say Mr. Farlow. I think his name was Mr. Farlow. Hey, Mr. Farlow. Hello, if you're watching. I'm pretty sure that was his name. And, you know, he was cool. He was like this redhead, white French teacher. He was alright, but he definitely tried me this day. I'm in French class, just sitting there trying to learn, trying to get my education, trying to go to college and do the right thing. I'm sitting there, and about a few minutes, 20 minutes, I don't know, goes by, and he's looking at me. He was just like, hey. And by the way, he stops the class. He was teaching and he stops the class to do this. And I'm looking at him like, what? Like, what's the problem? I look down, and remember, I have a polo, a button-up polo. Remember, I had to get a small, and honestly, I didn't even wear polos. I didn't wear button-ups. So I really didn't know how they would fit. But since I had breasts, they weren't big, but I had breasts, not all the buttons would button up. So even if I tried to button it all the way up, it'll eventually kind of pop open, not all the way down, but just enough to where you can, you know, boop, you know, you see a little something. Now look here, I don't like to be the center of attention, believe it or not, because I know some people have already judged me on this platform and saying, well, yeah, she probably like all the attention. Nope. Trinity wasn't that way, and I'm not that way. I don't like all the attention. I'm in a room by myself talking to a camera. I don't like any attention on me. I keep to myself. I talk to the people that I know, and I stay in my own lane. That's just the way it is. I do what I want to do, but I don't like all this spotlight. He stops the class, and basically everyone is getting the hint that he's talking to me. Everyone's looking at me, and I'm looking at him like, what? Like, what is the problem? Like, what is the situation exactly? Like, I don't get exactly what you're saying. I mean, I kind of know, but what's the problem? Like, what do you want me to do about this? He verbally says, you know, your cleavage is showing. And I'm like, okay. So I button it up, did last minute shopping. I'll figure this out later on in the week, but can we just learn? Like, can we just keep it moving? He does see that I'm making an effort to not show my cleavage. Like, that's what I was trying to do. And he continues to teach the class. Few minutes rolls around, and he's doing the whole sign thing again. And at this point, I know what he's talking about. And I'm just like, could you stop stopping the class? Like, I didn't like the fact that he was stopping the class just to tell me about it. It was just like, dude, just stop. You're putting so much spotlight on me. I don't want anyone to know that my cleavage is showing. Like, what are you doing? Honestly, I was getting irritated. I really was. I was just like, man, it ain't that deep. It ain't that deep to me. At this point, I tell him, hey, like, it's gonna pop open. I tried, it's not working, okay? Like, I tried to button it up. I get what you're saying. But I mean, you're making it seem like I'm a distraction, and I'm not. I literally was sitting in the front, not in the front, but I wasn't facing anyone. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't causing disruption in the class. Maybe for him. Starting to irritate me so much to the point that I just kind of had a snap moment. I was just like, why are you worried about it? Like, why are you looking? Why are you so worried about my cleavage, Mr. Farlow? Like, I'm not disrupting anyone. You keep on stopping it. Why are you looking at my breast, sir? Why are you so concerned? You see that I tried to button it up. You don't know my life. You don't know that, you know, this was like a last minute type of thing. No, I didn't take time to go out and buy different polos. I didn't care. I didn't think it was a big deal, whatever. Of course, some people in the comments will say, well, don't they have like a certain type of, you know, guideline? Like, yeah, they do. But with my situation, that's not the way it played out. And honestly, I didn't care about following the rules. Like, I didn't follow all the school rules. I followed some. I followed the ones that made sense, but that's it. I'm just being real with you. Like, I wasn't the perfect person in school. But you see, that's not the point. The point is, I tried to make an effort to fix the situation. It's not like I was being rebellious, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, hey, this isn't that big of a deal. I'm kind of just here to learn. And he didn't say anything before that day. I did wear that same polo at least 3 times, 5 times, 10 times. So I didn't understand why he was all of a sudden bringing light to it today. So overall, I was just so irritated. And I just called him out. I was just like, yo, why are you looking at it? And of course, the whole class instigated the whole situation. Like, that's just how it is. They instigated everything. They said ooh, ahs, and all that, whatever. Now, after the class instigated, he went straight to the phone. And some of y'all may not know what I'm talking about, because I don't know how they do it in school now. I think maybe they just have walkie-talkies. But back in the day, we had this wall phone. A wall phone straight up with the cord. And whenever you was in class and someone was cutting up, and a teacher started walking to that phone, you already know they're about to call the principal or ISS, in school suspension. Picks up the phone and he basically says,
Miss Jones is on her way to ISS.
I gather my things, I shake my head, I talk a little bit, and whatever. Picked up my things and I head out the door. I was so irritated. I was just like, man, I'm here to learn. I'm here to learn French, and I can't learn because a teacher rather be concerned about this. Well, I guess I shouldn't have made the smart remark, but I mean, he was gonna stop like 3 more times during the whole class anyway. Now, just to keep it real, because I can keep it real, right? Can I keep it real? All right, so I was actually familiar with ISS. I was, because I went to ISS a lot, y'all, for reasons that you'll find out maybe in future story times, okay? But for this, it was just like, man, this is ridiculous. Like, I don't think I even deserve this. So I'm walking out and I'm kind of not feeling it. I don't want to go to ISS. Yeah, I don't wanna. I also wasn't trying to go to ISS because one of the track coaches was actually in charge of the ISS room. And this was like a new change or something. I don't know what type of changes it was. I don't. All I know is that I think he was the long distance coach, and his name was Coach Blue. Now, I wasn't trying to walk up in ISS just for my coach to see me, because I mean, I would have been a familiar face. I wasn't a long distance runner, but he knew that I was a sprinter. Like, he knew who to go to tell. Instead of going to ISS, I was just like, you know what, I think I got a friend in advanced PE. Let me just go on out there. It depends with PE, but they let me know that they were at the track. Like, they were kind of doing warm-ups around the track, and then they would go inside and do whatever else. And I was just like, okay, well, let me go to the track. First of all, my French class was already outside. It was like in this trailer, like in the trailer section. I'm pretty sure y'all gonna be able to put it all together. And then it's like this little bridge that leads to the parking lot and the track. So that's why it was actually not pretty far at all to go. And believe it or not, it's actually pretty easy to blend in advanced PE, believe it or not, especially on the track. Like, it's so far out. The PE teachers aren't really looking that hard, so it was actually pretty easy to do that. And then they were basically about to go inside, and that's when I knew I had to dip, because eventually they're gonna know that I'm not where I'm supposed to be. And all the PE teachers knew exactly who I was. I ran track. They knew who I was. There's just no point. There's just no point. I get off the track and I'm walking on the bridge. So I'm back on the bridge, heading back towards the actual school, like inside of the school. And I hear someone walking behind me, and they have a walkie-talkie. And I hear, it's Miss Jones and ISS. And I literally freak out. And I don't think, see, the principal didn't know me like that. The principal and the assistant principal, they probably saw me around, but they didn't know me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got in trouble a lot in school, but it was like ISS. Like, the principal didn't really go to ISS. They didn't even care about that area. They had certain people to deal with that. There was never a moment where I had to actually go to the principal's office. I didn't get to that extent of trouble. It was just a whole lot of in-school suspension, few detentions, suspended off the bus for a couple of days. It was that type of trouble. She didn't know who I was, and she was behind me. Not directly behind me, but kind of behind me. All I know is I heard that walkie-talkie, okay? I heard the walkie-talkie, and I knew, okay, someone serious is behind me. And the thing is, they know people be roaming around in the hallways. And if you are supposed to go to ISS and you're not in ISS, then you somewhere out here in these hallways. So after I hear my name on a walkie-talkie, I am walking, okay? I'm walking a little bit faster. I'm just trying to walk, because at this point, I'm just like, you know what? Let me go ahead and get let me go ahead and get to ISS. Let me go ahead and get there. Let me get there before I get caught. So I'm continuing to walk and I get inside the school. So I'm like, okay, I'm not even that far. I'm gonna try to bring up some type of little mini map to illustrate this situation. Okay, so this area of the school, just imagine a square. Okay, imagine a square, and I enter into the building of the school. And I'm walking down a hall. Now, I did take the long way. I don't know why, but I took the long way. So I'm walking down one hall and I'm just about to turn the corner to the other hallway. Before I turn that corner, I hear the assistant principal yell out, "Miss Jones." It wasn't too loud, but I mean, no one was in the hallway but me. Now look, you guys, I don't know why. I have no clue. But once I heard my name, I stopped and then I started to run. I don't think she knew that I was running. I mean, she just saw me turn that corner. It was like I was almost there. If she didn't see me kind of like move instantly, once I paused and heard my name, she probably saw me pause and cut that corner real quick. And that's when I really started, like, not sprinting, but definitely jogging down that hall. So I'm in this hallway and the ISS room is just around the corner in the other hallway. So I'm already jogging, I'm not sprinting, but I'm jogging because I don't want to be like too obvious. I look behind me and I don't see her and I'm like, all right, I think I'm good. I go to the next hallway on the home stretch. This is the home stretch of the ISS room. So I'm almost there. So I feel like, okay, well, I can walk now. It should be okay. Y'all, out of nowhere, I feel a bump on my back. I turn around and it is the assistant principal talking about,
"You're supposed to be in ISS, Miss Jones."
For real though, I thought I was about to get tackled or something. Like, that bump was pretty intense. It was just kind of like, dang, like, okay, all right, officer. I turn around, I let her know I'm going to ISS. Like, what do you mean? We're at the door. Like, you see me here. This is where I'm going. She looks at me and she's like, well, why were you outside? And I was just like, I let her know that I had to come outside and give my friend her house key. I lied. I mean, what did you expect? I wasn't just gonna say I was just like chilling, like with my homie. I ain't going to ISS. Nah. I was giving my friend her house key. What you mean? I was doing the right thing. She needed her key. But anyways, I walked into ISS. Of course, I saw my coach, Coach Blue. Hello, Coach Blue. I saw him not too long ago. Well, it was a while ago, but it was still good to see him. You know, it was really good to see him. The assistant principal left, thank God, because I actually thought I was about to get tackled. Like, I was scared. I really was, because where did she come from? I took that moment to let him know, though, the whole situation. And, you know, I told him the whole story. And he was cool. I mean, he was cool, so I was cool, and it wasn't nothing. But that's my story about how I thought I was really about to get attacked by the assistant principal, how I got kicked out for my cleavage showing, whatever. It was just like, man, why, Mr. Farlow? Why? You ain't gotta stare at these. You ain't gotta stare at these. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to give me a thumbs up. Shout out to these people right here for being part of the notification squad, the J team. I love y'all so much. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Make sure whatever you do out here, make sure to be bold, brave, and beautiful. And I'll talk to you on my next video. Oh, and make good grades. Make good grades. Don't skip class. Don't get kicked out of class. Don't go to ISS. Don't go to detention. Be a good student. You get the point. Be the best person you can be all around. And that is it. Bye.